some flies really do make a difference. And it's just a few tweaks here and there, but it's these little tweaks that can really make a fly. So, one of my favourites is a Bob's Bits. However, there is times when the fish, for some reason, they just want to come at the surface, they want something in or under, and this serves that purpose. It's like I can only describe it as a Bob's Bits with a bit of foam and some hopper legs, but it does really well for terrestrials. It does really well for anything actually, buzzers as well. But it's one of these flies, it's small enough. Fish on a thin leader. Flat cams it's ideal for. It's not a big wave fly, it's one that you want to use in flat cam, tricky situations. I love it. Absolutely love it. Obviously you can tie this in different colours as well, but it's just the profile when it's in the water. It's quite spectacular. I'll start off with a size 12 B175 in the vise. I didn't want a dry fly hook, it'll just sit too high while that seals for. So a black tying thread, just cover the body basically. Nice touching turns. Like I say, you tie this in any colour that you want. Claret and black does well for everything, hence I did claret and black. Get a little bit of wax because I've got seals fur. Seals fur's terrible for sticking. So quite a thin dubbing rope. This is a really good claret. My mate Phil Varney dyed this for me, and what a job. So every wrap I just tighten it up and I make sure that those wraps get embedded. Try and keep the body consistent. I was a bit too fat there, so I'll just tidy that up. Give myself a little bit of space to work with the front end, or as I like to call it, the thorax area. You can use normal legs on this. I say normal, I mean natural. Pheasant tail. Anyway, back to craft phone. So I cut at a little angle there, with the triangle facing down the body and the flat rectangular end facing up, out past the eye. Get that bedded right in with the tying thread. And to stop it twisting, if you take your thread round the foam and then wrap it in the opposite direction as well, it stops it from turning. Like I say, you can go natural. I prefer black. Like I say, this fly for me, black and claret works best. I do tie in orange with natural legs, a fiery brown as well with natural legs. It's also worth mentioning, this works really well when the damsels are up near the surface, used to be to hatch, the swimming damsel. Anyway, I digress. In with the legs, 4 or 5 each side. And you want the legs trailing about the same distance as the hook shank, same length as the hook shank at the back. You dare want them tight. It's supposed to be something trapped and drowned, so legs will be everywhere. Get these straightened up a little bit. Make sure they're secure, nice and tight, and trim them as tight as you dare. I've then got this, it's a really nice badger, really white. I think it makes a big difference in the mergers. Just tie him in, and I'm going to tie him in up at the top end of the hook near the eye. Take it back and get a couple of racks behind it just to keep it facing up, out of the way. Trim the stem. A little bit more with the claret dubbing. And again, twist, wrap, twist, wrap, down towards the legs, the back end of the thorax area. the hackle pliers. I want about 3 or 4 turns here. 3, on my 4th secure. Snip that fibre away. And then got to separate and push them down, push the hackle fibres down either side. Once I get that secured in, pushing everything down either side of the foam, and then you just get all your hackle fibres out the way, like so, and then securing nice tight thread wraps. You can tell it's a good fly, you just need to look at it. Snip that as close as you dare. And what I do is I'm not clagging up the hackle. I get a little bit of varnish on my thread. And then with the whip finishing tool, and that'll secure everything nice and tight in there. It's dug right into the foam, so it's never getting trout teeth anyway. And there you go, that's him. A tremendous little fly. Like I say, you can fish in a big way, but it's better suited to finicky fish, calm conditions, thin tippet, a single fly. Like I say, you don't tie on a dry fly hook, it'll just sit on the surface all day long. You want something with a little bit of meat, so hence the size 14 B175. A great fly, one that can be tied in a whole host of colours, and it just represents everything. I really hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please be kind enough to subscribe. Take care, and bye bye.